Hey there, and welcome back to the Parenthood and Relationship Podcast. I'm Markella, and this month we're talking about something that's often invisible, yet shaping everything: family culture. Now, I know culture sounds big and abstract, like it belongs in sociology textbooks or some corporate workshop, but let me bring it down to something very real. Hi there. If this is your first time here, welcome to the Parenthood and Relationship Podcast. I'm your host, Markella Kaplani, a psychologist, a parenthood and relationship coach, and a parent myself. Together, we explore the transformative journey of parenthood and its profound impact on our relationship with ourselves, our partners, and our children, so that we can be present and show up as we envision without having to do more. Let's get into today's episode. Family culture is how it feels to live in your home. It's the air between you, the patterns, the tone. It's what your children expect to happen when someone's late, when someone cries, or when someone celebrates. And here's the kicker. Even if you've never sat down to define it, you already have a family culture. So in today's episode, we're going to explore what family culture actually is. We're also looking into how it forms, often unconsciously, and how you can begin shifting it with small, intentional choices. Let's start simple. Family culture is the unique relational and behavioral ecosystem your family lives in. It's how you speak to each other. It's the rhythms that you live by. It's the way that birthdays are celebrated or not. It's how apologies happen or don't. It's whether joy is loud or quiet, whether conflict is met with curiosity or a shutdown. Think of it like this. If someone were to live in your home for a week, without you having to explain anything, without any context, what would they feel? Warmth, chaos, tension, laughter, silence. That is your culture. And it is always shaping the people inside it, especially your children. Most of us don't choose our family culture. In fact, we repeat what we knew, or we may just react against it. So if you grew up in a home where emotions were avoided, maybe you try to talk about feelings all the time now. Or if your childhood was filled with loud voices and yelling and tension, maybe now you avoid conflict completely. Or maybe you find yourself recreating dynamics that you swore you would never repeat just because they're familiar. This is why I say family culture is often inherited, but it doesn't have to be unconscious. Your job as a parent isn't to create the perfect culture. It's to notice the one that you're living in and decide what to do, what you want to keep, what you want to rewrite, and what you may just be ready to let go of. Here's how you can tell if your family culture might be running on autopilot. For one, you may hear yourself saying phrases that you hated hearing when you were growing up. Secondly, you might feel constantly reactive, like your home is built on putting out fires. Thirdly, you may rely on punishment or bribery, even though it just doesn't feel good to you. You may also feel like you're improvising parenting instead of guiding from a shared vision like you wanted. Maybe you and your partner keep having the same types of arguments with no resolution. If any of these resonate, first know this: there's nothing wrong with you. You're human. You're living out a pattern that was modeled for you, probably without much support to do it differently. The good news is that culture shifts don't require a revolution. They mainly start with a pause. So, how do we make this actionable? Here is where intention comes in. One of the most powerful ways to start reshaping your family culture is to introduce a meaningful, small ritual. And when I say ritual, I don't mean something big or time-consuming necessarily. I truly mean something small, something sacred, something repeatable. This could be something like a 5-minute Sunday night check-in. What are we looking forward to this week? It could be a phrase that you say at bedtime every night without fail. It could be a family reset moment, kind of like the ones that I send you on my Sunday Reconnect newsletter, that you use after conflict, like a candle you light or a hug with no words. Rituals create rhythm. Rhythm creates safety, and safety is what allows for new culture to grow. What do you want to be true here? If you're ready to start intentionally building your family's emotional ecosystem, ask yourself this: what do I want to be true in this home, no matter what else is going on in the world? Is it that everyone feels safe to express their feelings? That kindness is more important than performance? That rest is valued, not earned? These aren't rules, they are anchors. And these don't happen because you state them once. They happen because you live them again and again and again in the small moments. Let me leave you with a simple practice that you can do tonight. The 3-bucket reflection. Sit down alone or with your partner and jot down what parts of your current family culture is it that you want to keep. Which parts would you like to rewrite? And what are you ready to release? You don't need a 10-step plan. Just notice. Awareness is the first act of culture making. So, here is what I want to leave you with today. Your family already has a culture. The question is it the one you want? You don't have to overhaul everything overnight. You don't have to have it all figured out. You just need to begin noticing. Because every time you pause, reflect, and choose something different, you're not just parenting, you're leading. You're crafting a home that your children will carry inside them long after they leave. And that is powerful. Thank you for spending this time with me on the Parenthood and Relationship podcast. Next week, we're getting practical. We're diving into rituals, rhythms, and roles, and how these 3 shape the feel of your home. If you're not already subscribed to the Sunday Reconnect, make sure that you do get subscribed, because that is where I will be sending an exclusive tool that pairs nicely with today's episode. It includes prompts to help you map your current family culture and begin rewriting it with intention. And just remember, you're already doing an amazing job. Be kind to yourself. That is how you can show up with kindness for everyone else. Take care. See you next Sunday. Bye-bye.